Number 15. Brazil is so massive that it spans an incredible 3,287,956 square miles of South America. In fact, it borders nearly every country on the continent. Only Ecuador and Chile, both on the west coast, are separated from Brazil by other nations. Number 16. In 1983, the Soviet Vostok station in Antarctica recorded an astonishingly frigid ground temperature of -100 to 28.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or -89.2 degrees Celsius. That's so cold, it feels like nature itself is daring anything to survive. One of the harshest, most extreme temperatures ever recorded on Earth. Number 17. High above Peru, on the shimmering waters of Lake Titicaca, there exists a remarkable tribe who live on islands made entirely of floating reeds. They stack reeds upon reeds to create their homes, which are also built from these very reeds. Incredibly, even their soccer field is constructed on reeds. The floating city of Puno was originally created this way, so it could easily move to safety if danger ever arose. Today, these extraordinary floating islands attract tourists from all over the world, eager to witness this unique way of life on the lake. Number 18. While the Middle East is known for its vast deserts, the region actually lacks the type of sand needed for construction. The grains are too fine and smooth to be used in building materials. As a result, countries like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates import sand from as far away as Australia to meet their construction needs. Number 19. Built in 1919 in Wichita Falls, Texas, the Newby McMahon building stands just 40 feet tall, earning the charming nickname, the world's littlest skyscraper, despite its modest height. It holds a unique place in history as a quirky piece of architectural charm. Number 20. At the Sands Marina Bay Hotel in Singapore, you can take a swim in the sky. Located on the 57th floor, the open-air infinity pool boasts glass windows that make it feel like you're floating above the city. Towering at a height of 1,115 feet, it's the world's highest swimming pool, offering an unforgettable view and an exhilarating experience. Number 21. The 49th parallel, which roughly separates the US and Canada, may seem to favor the northern country, but a small portion of Canada lies just below this line. Surprisingly, about half of the Canadian population lives in this small area. Both of the country's largest cities, Toronto and Montreal, neither of which is the capital, are located below the 49th parallel. This explains the concentration of Canada's population in this region. Number 22. Have you ever wondered why Queen Elizabeth appears on the money of Canada and Australia? Despite what many people assume, the Queen is still the head of state in both countries. Yes, that's right. The Queen, in name, continues to reign over Canada and Australia. And these two nations aren't the only ones that remain under British rule. There are 14 other Commonwealth realms, including New Zealand and Jamaica, that still recognize the Queen as their sovereign. Number 23. The cuddly-looking but surprisingly aggressive polar bears reside within the Arctic Circle, meaning they can only be found in 5 countries: Norway, Russia, Canada, Denmark, and the US. In Denmark, you can spot polar bears in Greenland, while in the US, Alaska is the only place where these majestic creatures roam. Number 24. The global leader in coconut production is Indonesia, which generates 201.7 million tons annually. That's a lot of coconuts. Number 25. It may seem impossible, but the moon is actually smaller than you'd expect. When it comes to diameter, Australia is bigger than our beloved satellite. The moon's diameter is 2,112.662 miles, while Australia measures a whopping 2,485.485 miles. The difference may not be gigantic, but it's still mind-blowing to think that a whole continent is bigger than the moon itself. And that's it. Geography is full of surprises and unique stories. If you enjoyed this, like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating